And welcome back to BNC Live. The family of hip-hop legend now planning a memorial service to celebrate the life of the rap icon DMX, who was known for some of our favorite hits like Rough Riders Anthem and Party Up, passed away at just 50 years old. His death has broken the hearts of many music lovers around the world. And joining us now to talk about the rap legend is Matlock Kirkpatrick, radio veteran and creator of Rhyme and Reason Radio. Matt, good evening and welcome back to BNC.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing okay, but sad like the rest of the world about DMX. You know,
Yeah.
DMX picture is everywhere right now. Everyone is talking about him. He made such a tremendous impact on hip hop and just everyone. You know, talk about the mark he also left on the film industry and just about his legacy overall.
Yeah, you think that Mr. Simmons, Earl Simmons, left a long-standing legacy. It was special in that he was able to equate his pain and make it relatable to almost everybody. And through his lyrics and through his words, he was able to lift a lot of spirits out of dark places, because he has been in those dark places. And as an artist, I think that's all you can ask for, is to relay your experiences and then have people resonate with that. And be able to turn their lives into something positive. He was just a master at being able to tell stories and being able to equate that pain that he felt in his life and equate that into something of victorious and victory.
Yeah. And we heard those struggles like in his actual lyrics when you would hear those songs, and just also his cry out to God a lot of times and prayers and everything. Absolutely. Like that, Lord, give me a sign. I think about that one. So what do you think about, the outpouring of support we're seeing with different memorials across the nation?
You just, he was truly loved. And I think that he knew that he was truly loved. He was a man of the people. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. He spent a considerable amount of time here in Phoenix, and I have ran into him and have seen him in many of places. No security, just by himself. He was a man of the people. He understood that it was okay to talk to the people. He wasn't bigger than any of us. He was normal, just like the rest of us. And I think that's what is showing in the outpouring of love and respect and sadness, is that people really felt that they could relate to him and see him. And, I was at a show where he stopped and talked to everybody. There was not one person he didn't stop and shake their hand. Thank you for listening to my music. He was genuinely caring about other people.
And Matt, stop there for a moment. What was that like for you, just to meet a person of that type of caliber and to see that he's just like you and I?
It's special because, he talked to my music business class. He's the only person, and I'd say this to everybody, he's the only person that when he spoke, he rattled your speakers. He would call into my radio show, my underground hip hop show, from time to time. And it was just undeniable. You knew it was DMX calling. He rattled the speaker monitors. His voice was so powerful and so gruff and so bassy that it was just, those random cherished times where he would call into the show and just to big us up and say we're playing good music, and he appreciated listening to us. And just being around him in the shows that he did do here in Phoenix, and just seeing the love and support. We had Rough Riders chapter out here. They come out in motorcycles, hundreds deep out for him. It's that type of connection that made Earl special.
And you talked about him speaking to your business class. You teach that class, obviously. How will DMX now play a role in your students' coursework?
You have to, talk about the legacy of his recordings. That run from '98 to 2001 is something of legend. That doesn't happen very often, and then the 5 #1 albums, all of that stuff is not normal for most artists. So just the outpouring of work, and then I think the big takeaway is how you respond and resonate with your fans and take care of your fans. You just see the outpouring of support and sadness, and the the vigils and people in the streets, just, having, listening to his music loud. It's just, that is just, just signs of you resonating and connecting with your audience and taking care of your audience.
Mm-hmm. And DMX was like you and I. We talked about this a great deal during this interview.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like a regular guy. They mentioned him,
Very.
Gabrielle Union posting about him watching the Golden Girls. That's my favorite show. What do you think people remember the most about him?
That we know that he had a hard life and there was a lot of pain in his life.
Yeah.
But he was able to take that pain and that suffering and do something victorious with it. He channeled it into music, and his music is helping people and has helped people all around the world and will continue to help people all around the world, even in his passing.
And what message would you send to people who are right now obviously grieving his life? What would you say to them?
It's okay. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to go through the process of grief, and it hurts. Listening to his music, be around people who you love and that love you. Call people that you haven't talked to in a while. It just really, just those things that, we are not granted. We have a time. We have time expiration. We don't know when that is. So live up every day.
And our final moments we have with you, if you have to think back to it, what's one of your favorite moments you have with DMX?
I bumped into him at a Circle K, a random Circle K. I was getting gas, and he pulled up, and I was like, immediately, DMX, what's up? And just let him know who I was. And he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. He's like, what's up? How you doing? In his normal gruff, and it's just surreal. Like you're at a Circle K, and it's just him in his car. Like it just, it's just random. But the almost 6+ years he lived in Arizona. There's tons of my friends, and there's tons of stories of just people seeing him randomly in the Walmart, and just he was always around, and he was always a man of people.
Definitely. And I know right now I got his music in heavy rotation. I was listening to it at my desk before I even came out here. So everybody's just remembering him right now.
Absolutely. He was genuinely loved, and he was a very, very good dude.
Yes. Well, Matt, thank you so much for sharing your awesome stories with DMX. We appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you so much.